Hey everyone, this is Williamson Homestead. I'm Bethany, and that is Tom's. And this video is going to be a compilation of a few videos I've taken over the past few weeks of us getting our garden ready and our shed and some things ready in our yard for the spring and the summer. So I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, we are about to start planting 2 of our raised beds that we have put together right now. Sorry about my neighbor's dog. She never stops barking. So we put together 2 raised beds. They're 4x6. There's one, and there's the other one. We have 2 more that we're gonna put together, but we have to get our shed put up, which is gonna go in that area. We need to get the wood burned or thrown away. Those are strawberries from last year. And I have some other container things over there. And I'm gonna do some more container gardens too. And I think we're gonna hang some flowers on the back of our house and in the front of our house. So today I have we're gonna be planting beans, peas, and cucumbers and squash. Maybe. We may not get to all of it today. But that is the plan. So cucumbers, a few different varieties of cucumbers. So we have the Fairy Moore's Cucumber Garden Bush Slicer Hybrid. I may save 1 packet of these for a container because it says it's container friendly. So there's those, and then we have the Green Dragon Hybrid. I will definitely be planting those today. The Straight 8 Garden Sweet Burpless Hybrid. There's some pumpkins and some patty pan squash. And then we have some of the Table Queen Acorn Squash. Some early white bush scallops. So these also say container friendly, but I'm probably just going to do those in a raised bed. And then this is the Waltham butternut. And then I have some cute Straight 8 cucumbers. Some more sugar snap peas. I tried to grow these last year. They didn't do anything. We also planted really late last year because we moved into our house. So we have a couple of Big Macs pumpkins, some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, some other cucumber seeds that I got from Kasen's granddad, some more squash, pumpkins, and then this is spaghetti squash that I harvested the seeds from myself. So we are gonna try. Okay, so this is my first year doing a full-on like garden, and we wanted to start with raised beds. Last year I did some stuff, but it was like directly in the ground, and a lot of it didn't turn out very well, but my eggplant did. But I bought those already sprouted, and I bought some tomatoes already sprouted. They didn't do good, but our soil here is not very good. So anyway, so we are gonna start with some sugar snap peas. And it says, sow in average soil in full sun in early spring for first crop. In the late summer for fall crop, sow seeds 2 inches apart in double rows spaced 6 inches apart with 24 inches between each set of rows, covered with 1 inch of fine soil seedling emerge. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a variation since we are actually in a raised bed. I can probably get away with planting them a little bit closer together. And I just need to remember that these are my sugar snap peas. So I'm gonna
sounds right.
Okay, so I think this next time I am going to write this on here first. So this is Cherokee Wax Yellow Bush Bean. Wait, these are bush beans, so I may wait to do those. Okay, so I'm going to do the Burpee Garden Sweet Burpless Hybrid. So I'm just writing the names of these on here for now. Okay, so far I have this bed planted and that bed planted, and I cleaned out all of these containers. That one has strawberries in it from last year. I need to clean it up. I'm about to plant these two. I have my raised bed and garden organic plus potting mix, and then those all have stuff in them. That is garlic that is growing. That is a compost bin, DIY, fail. And then my two bird feeders. Okay, so I'm gonna use this raised bed and potting mix, the Garden Kellogg, or the Kellogg Garden Organics. And I'm just going to pot up these two containers, and I'm going to plant a variety of lettuce and also maybe some spinach. I'm going to use this little pot to help me scoop. So that is what I'm doing right now. And this is my first like real year gardening. We moved into our house last year, and we moved in May, so I started late, and I just like did what I could. I bought some plant starts, and I did some stuff from seed, but I planted my cucumbers too late, and so they didn't grow the right way. They all turned yellow, and they were small, and it was just not good. But I bought some plant starts for my zucchini and my squash and eggplant. And the zucchini and squash got vine borers, and the eggplant did really well. So that was a bug, probably a mosquito. So I am in West Georgia area, and we are zone 7B, and mosquitoes are already here, as are ticks. So it's going to be an interesting year. So all of this stuff I've started from seed, except for my garlic so far. I have 2 more beds I'm going to plant. Actually, probably 3, and then some more containers. The garlic was the only thing I started from bulbs, so I guess that's like not technically a seed. I don't think. I don't know, maybe it is. Anyway, like I said, I'm new to this. So, still trying to figure it out. we live on a quarter of an acre, and so about a third of that will be gardening space and where my husband's gonna put his shed to put all of our like yard tools and stuff like that, which he's gonna start building that soon. And then I'll put my other 2 beds together, and then my aunt has a bed that I'm gonna go get, and I'm gonna buy some more containers and maybe some like window or like railing planters, and then also some hanging baskets. This hill behind me, it's like a big hill. I'm gonna clean it up this weekend, and we are gonna plant blueberry bushes, which we're gonna buy tomorrow. We have an apple tree that we've had for 2 years from our wedding. So we had to get another apple tree so it'll start growing and possibly producing fruit. So the tree that we have is 2 years old, but when we bought it, it was already like pretty tall, which I need to check it and make sure it's not dying. So that's where we're at right now. We have a tree in our front yard that the builders put in. I hate it. So we will probably pull that up and replant something. So that one's filled. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this one before I start planting seed, because that way I can label everything at one time and I know what's going where. And I'm gonna get 2 of my other containers I'm gonna plant as well before I start planting seed. So not only is this my, sorry about the dog in the background, it's my neighbor's dog. I have this little one. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up. I'm trying to maximize all of my space. My goal is to get more beds next year and more fruit trees. There's a lot of dwarf fruit trees that I would like. So we will see. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab these other containers. Do this one since it's the biggest next out of the ones I just brought over here. Make this a little easier on myself. So I have this gardening pad. I got it for Christmas. It is amazing. So we're just gonna get comfy. Okay, I'm done with that one. A little bit of soil came out, it's fine. Now I'm gonna plant this one. So, you all, if anybody's even watching, gardeners, do you like to garden? Do you just like watching gardening videos? Are you a homesteader? Do you do all that kind of stuff? Do you have a farm? Tell me. Tell me about yourself. What do you like to do? Do you like houseplants? I have houseplants inside. I have dreams of owning all kinds of different houseplants. Actually, I just propagated, or I'm trying to propagate 2 of my fiddle leaf fig leaves. Yeah. So I'll show you guys that too. But I have a few plants I've had for a few years, and I actually need to fertilize those. So I'll probably show you guys that as well. And then a few weekends ago, I hated the bushes that the builder put in front of our house, and they were gonna get big and thorns and those weird, I think they're holly bushes. I hate those. My own personal preference. Some people like them. I just don't like them in front of my house. So anyway, we pulled them all up, and I planted rose bushes and hydrangeas. And I know I said, oh, the other ones are, you know, like thorns and prickly, but roses are worth it, in my opinion, to have thorns and prickliness. So with the amount of soil I have left, I think I'm gonna do this one next and just kind of pour it in there. My husband will be home soon. He had to go get a haircut and then pick up the food for our reptiles. So we also have a lot of reptiles. We breed crested geckos and ball pythons. And so the ball pythons, that's a new project for us, but it is fun. And hopefully it'll be able to make us some extra money on the side. Okay, these are all ready to go. I am going to, I'm gonna go ahead and write up the labels, or like the little, what are these called? Plant labels. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that so I don't get confused on what's going where. Most of this stuff will be like lettuce, spinach, that kind of stuff. But so I got this at the Dollar Tree, and it like hangs on the side of like a bed or a little pot, and it's a frog. And I got the frog one. It was like $1 or something, because it reminds me of my grandmother who passed away in September of 2021. And she loved frogs. Fully rely on God is what she always said. So this will be on the side of my garden bed because she supported all of my gardening and farming and homesteading loves. So this will be my grandmom right here on the side of my garden bed. Okay, so I'm gonna plan out what I would like to plant first. So these are carrots, but I don't know about these yet. We might do those. So I've already planted some eggplant, but I have a few more seeds from this packet, and they're an heirloom eggplant. So I might plant more of those, but I really want to get some lettuce and stuff planted, just because it's about to be too late and I want to go ahead and get it done, just in case it'll grow. And if it doesn't grow, it is what it is, and I'll plant something else. So I do have more soil in my garage, so I probably will bring it out and finish planting this. I also have some flowers that I want to try to plant if I have enough room. Okay, so I got these packets of seeds from my local garden center. I like my Ace Hardware last year. No, it was Elrod. So it's a local garden center in my town I used to live in. So I'm gonna actually plant some of these seeds in some of these containers. So I have Kale Spring Smooth Leaf, and then lettuce iceberg lettuce, and then Bloomsdale spinach. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do a combination in here just to see. I think I might do the same combination in both. I don't know. I've never done this before. Like I've done a little bit, but this is like a big year for me. I also have some arugula, some Grand Rapid leaf lettuce, black seed Simpson lettuce from Burpee. This is what I'm definitely gonna, I think I'm gonna plant this, and this is the mesclun. I don't know how to pronounce that, y'all. Sweet salad mix, the Burpee brand, and I'm gonna do that in the long rectangle terracotta colored basket. And then I have some more spinach and different like lettuce varieties. So I'm gonna start with the Elrod, so the ones I got from my local garden center, and do these first. And it is getting chilly. I might need to go get a sweatshirt, but it's also kind of getting a little dark. The sun's going down, so I'm gonna try to hurry. Okay, so I have those. Oh, I have one more label. I'm gonna go ahead and do, I do want to get some flowers planted, so I may plant, but I also want, I just want to get most. So we're actually, I'm just gonna write another one of these. Okay, so in this one of these bigger like wine barrel kind of looking ones, I'm gonna do the kale spring smooth leaf, but I'm also gonna do that in this gray smaller rectangle one. I want to get the most kale that I can. I know I'm not going to use all these seeds, so I'm going to save them and then plant them for the fall harvest when it does get a little bit cooler. But for us, that's really not until the end of October, beginning of November. Just gonna cover those up. Okay, and once I get done with all of these, I will water them. I probably should have watered them after I did the soil, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so this is the Bloomsdale spring spinach, or Bloomsdale spinach. I'm probably gonna plant that in this other one too. So I need to write another one of these. Kind of sprinkled those all in here, which I need to make another one of those. I also did this one as the Grand Rapids lettuce, so I will make, and I still have some left, so I will plant those again in the fall, or for the fall. Okay, so next is this one and this one. So I don't think I'm gonna get to this one today, so I will save that for Saturday. We're gonna be doing a bunch of yard work, so I'm gonna probably try to get the rest of these pots filled up. So I'm gonna move these, and then I'm gonna move this to where I can do this one for the last of this sweet salad mix, and then I'm gonna water them and I'll be good. Okay, so I'm gonna do the black Simpson seed in this one. And that's a lettuce, just a regular lettuce, I guess. And I know I'm gonna have leftover seeds. So we will see. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Cool. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do all of these. We will see. This is a pretty big container, so I'm kind of just gonna, I have a couple more packets of this and it's really not hard to get right now, so I may get more, but I'm kind of just gonna sprinkle it around, like not really gonna measure like what, like, and I may just kind of like okay, and then we're just gonna cover these up, and who knows if this is gonna work. Okay, so those are done. That is in there. This is my little basket I got from my nanny, which is my mom's mother, and she passed away almost, I think this year will be 5 years ago. So I found it at her house whenever they were going through it, getting ready to sell, and I asked if I could have it. They said yes, so I took it, and it's perfect for stuff like this. So let's do that. And my Sharpie just fell out, and I'm going to move this over. Okay. So I'm going to water all of this. I'm not going to show y'all that because then I'll have to go put the water hose up and everything. And then, okay, so garden update. Today is April 4th. These are our sugar snap peas. We have some cucumbers popping up all through here. A bunch of different kinds. These little ones in the front are zinnias, and then yellow bush beans. And then in here are my strawberries, and I'm just gonna pull out some of these dead leaves, and that way we can start seeing some strawberries growing. And there's not so much that we have to clean later. Okay, and these are just regular strawberries, I guess. I planted those last year, so that is the plant from last year that came back. Over in this bed, we have more cucumbers. These are straight 8 cucumbers, and so far it looks like these are just popping up right along here, but they're planted all on this side, so I really hope those start popping up soon. And then all over here is patty pan squash and bush scallop squash, so I think that those are the same thing. And then I have some zinnias planted along the edge over there in those 2 pots. Those are Thai peppers, and then those are going to be provider beans, my dog. In this pot we have lettuce, spinach, let's go. Okay. And over there we have iceberg lettuce, spinach, and some kale, green onions. Those were from last year, and then I pulled everything up because we had to clear room for the shed. I threw them to the side, they rooted in the ground, and then when we were planting the blueberries, I stepped on them, so they're there. Those are my radishes, more lettuce, another lettuce trio, lettuce back there. That is my garlic. I need to come cut those. Black beauty eggplant, and then those back there are my onions, and those are sweet yellow onions, and they are popping up through the soil. I need to fill those up, and I have some more containers I'm going to fill up. And then that bed over there is empty. We just put that together and put it up last night. And then over the weekend, my husband and his brother and his dad put together this shed, and it was very difficult, so I kept my distance. We have some wasps already showing up because we live in Georgia and it's hot here, right here, and they seem to love blueberries, so that's interesting. Don't know how good that is for our yard, but I think that those are parasitic wasps, and so they'll actually help if we have like worms and caterpillars and things like eating, or like squash bugs or like cabbage bugs. I think that that's what those are. I'm gonna have to look it up. If we leave them alone, hopefully they'll leave us alone, but my husband's like very afraid of them. I mean, I am too, but so hopefully they'll leave us alone. These are blueberry bushes all along here, so I planted those, and I'm about to water everything. And some blueberry bushes. These actually have blueberries on them down there, which is so cool. I mean, they're all over. And then in that little patch right there, I planted wildflowers. None of them have popped up yet, so we shall see what happens. I just kind of like tilled up the dirt, threw some seed out, covered it with some soil. We'll see. This is our apple tree. It's getting some little blooms on it. It's gonna be so pretty. So when we bought it like for our wedding, which was in 2020, and we bought it like a few months before because it was part of our ceremony. So It is probably 5 or 6 years old, but we've only had it obviously since 2020. So when we bought it, it was a little bit older. We need to get a second one, which I think we're just going to plant somewhere in this area. We got to clean up all of that, but we actually cleaned up a whole lot because the hill was a lot worse. So that is what we probably won't touch this back part this summer at all, since it's starting to get hot. It's 75 today in Georgia, so yeah. But I can't wait if we get another apple tree. The ones that I've seen that I want are actually taller, which means they're probably older than that one. And if we can go get one in the next few weekends, maybe, just maybe, they will produce fruit this year. But I'm not like betting on that or anything. So I am about to water the garden, and we did get some sod, some extra sod thanks to our neighbors. They gave it to us, so we got to finish sodding the rest of our backyard. But for now, we had half a pallet, which was wonderful, and it helped so much. So I got to water that too, especially since it's hot. So this is the other raised bed. I have one more to put together and one more to get from my aunt. And then I will start planting stuff. I have potatoes growing little sprouts in my kitchen, which I'm super excited for. I have a lot more seed and everything that I need to plant up in some containers and in these beds. So that is what I will probably do in a little while after I work out and get dinner going.